Hello and welcome to episode 25 of A Build a Day. Today, I was thinking on the bus home what I was going to do for this video, and I came to the decision that I would like to do a sort of a windmill and some plans for some farmland areas. So that's what we're doing today. As you can see, I've already planned out a couple fields in grey, those two sort of like weird shapes, the blobs, and the pink is obviously the path, as I mentioned yesterday, and in yellow we have the outline of the windmill. I constructed the inside wall first because I don't really know why, actually. I could have easily done it the other way around, but I guess it was sort of for your viewing pleasure. I don't really know. I just did. I think it mostly comes down to the fact that it allowed me to sort of get the two circles correct, because the outside, while it doesn't look technically circular, it is slightly convoluted and doesn't really make sense, but it's a circle, and then we go one up to sort of like a square with the corners cut off. And then we go back to a little bit of a circle at the top. So I didn't want to copy the windmill design that I've already done. I knew that from the start. I knew I wanted to do something slightly different. Obviously, most windmills go up in this sort of, circular shape, right, sort of thinning slightly to the top, so they're sort of sloped a little bit. So I knew I wanted that. I knew I wanted windows, but I didn't really know much else about like the windmill, the shape, sort of in general, what the roof was going to be. I also need your opinions on that. Should the roof be deep slate or hay or thatched? Because I couldn't decide. So I went with thatched because it was like, okay, well, it sort of feels a bit more farmy, But now that I think about it, I'm not too sure. It would mean maybe a slight redesign of the blades, which I'm starting to design here. I took so long trying to get the blades correct. Like we got this design slightly based off something I saw on the old internets. That didn't work. It just looked a bit too small. I liked the design. I really liked the design, but it just felt too small, too sort of imported. It felt like somebody had copy pasted it onto the build. So we got rid of that. I then discovered you can't place scaffolding on top of fences. Very useful to know. So I tried doing the same design with scaffolding. That didn't really work out. It looks a bit worse, actually. Then we sort of extended it. We got it. It looks all right. I also discovered scaffolding doesn't go on open trap doors. Very useful to know. I then attempted to sort of do that. That didn't work, so we got rid of that design. We got rid of everything else. As I remembered another design, sort of loosely based off of something I saw on YouTube. I think it was B-dubs. I can't remember actually. But they built a windmill. I think it was B-dubs. It might have been. I'll need to go check. But yeah, I got. I found the video. Popped in a sort of rough design because they were using mods, which meant that they had different blocks. They had like what looked like a scaffolding like frame block, which obviously we don't have. So I used scaffolding, but it looks all right, to be honest. I used birch trapdoors to sort of hold the two, the one at the bottom and the one on the right up. I then also extended them. I forgot a trapdoor on the bottom one, which really annoyed me when I found out, because I'm gonna have to go back and pop that in. But yeah, I came to the decision that I quite like that design, and yeah. Here we are, we're building the roof. As I mentioned, I'm not too sure about the thatched roof. I was thinking it would look alright, but now looking back on it, I really don't think so. I think I might change that actually. But I don't know. We'll see. Because it sort of fits in, but not much. I don't know why though. It might be the diagonal. I also wanted to build this on a diagonal, so give myself a light challenge. I like building diagonals though. I hate doing the roofs, but I'd like building on a diagonal. Because it's a challenge, you know. I get to be challenged by it. Like building windmills I'm not great at building windmills, so I challenge myself. I build a windmill. I could definitely do that with a lot more things. Yeah, I also wanted the roof of the actual sort of windmill part, the tower part, to have sort of a dome. It didn't really end up looking much like a dome. I mean, it looked better than the last windmill I attempted to build, but it looked a bit too flat at the bottom. But it looked all right. I think this is really the bit that doesn't work with the thatched sort of roof style, because it kind of looks like I've given my windmill a bowl cut. Yeah, yeah, I don't really like it. I think I could do it a lot better with deep slate and stairs and slabs and stuff. But honestly, I don't know. I've just had an idea. There is an argument to be made for just an A-frame. Just pop an A-frame roof on there. Why have I only just thought about that? Oh, that would have been so useful to, know like while I was building it. But yeah, we just decorating it a little bit. Due to the fact that one of the windows was behind the blades, I decided to put the shutters just up against the wall, and then for the diagonal we just popped in some blocks of glass, no spruce fences in front of them, popped in the shutters. Are we going to give it a bit of texture? There we go. Popped in a little bit of texturing, popped in the old door, And I haven't done much sort of landscape detailing, but yeah, the video is over. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.